Experience the fusion of deep suction and therapeutic heat, leaving you feeling restored. Discover a new level of vitality, empowering you to thrive. TheraVolt Cupping. Restore, empower, revitalize. Now available at SoothHub.com. Save up to 40% using my discount code Daphne at checkout. SoothHub.com. Hello, everybody. Hello. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, because I am. Shout out to Soothe Hub. Shout out to Kwame, the owner of Soothe Hub. You guys, I want to say I'm very thankful. People are definitely invested in me, and they have asked me to collaborate with them. They've asked me to promote their business, and I just feel like I'm just continuing to grow and thrive, and it's a blessing. And I just want to remember that I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't have the support from people like you guys. I know this journey has been, long for some of us, because y'all know I've been in these, social media streets for a very, very long time. And it took me this long to acquire this type of support and following. Anyone that had been following me since day one under the name Celebrity, you guys are my day ones. So I want to say I do appreciate all of my day ones, and I'm very, very blessed. So I told you guys that my content is always going to be about positivity, but at the same time, I'm also going to talk about the things that matter, right? People out here lying. Now, you guys remember a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I did the show on the Lyft situation, where the woman, Drea Nikki, lied her ass off and told you guys that a woman attempted to sex traffic her. She was on the phone with someone speaking that language, and then she said in English, red sweater, black skin, whatever she said. So I told you guys that the Rhoda Osmond syndrome, it's not going to stop. Carly Russell, these Black women, they continue to lie, make up stories. And what angers me is that they know that people are going to debunk the lies. They know that people are going to look into their story. I want to remind you ladies something. Whenever you take this to TikTok or YouTube, I notice a lot of these women run straight to social media because they're victims, right? Wrong. They're not victims. They're liars. Any woman that has to run to YouTube, especially YouTube, and sit up there and say, I'm a victim. This person is trying to kill me. Oh my gosh. You can tell who's following them by their responses. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, are you okay, sis? Oh my gosh, what? Nobody's actually reading what they're saying, analyzing it, and saying, hold on. Well, sis, why are you running to YouTube? Why are you telling YouTube every day that you a victim, but we ain't seen no police report? The person you're saying that's trying to kill you is still out here living life. Something ain't adding up, sis, because if you question them, they're going to block you. They're going to call you crazy, narcissist, schizophrenic, personality disorder, all the names in the book to avoid accountability. That is the life that I go through every day. See, if anyone had a brain, they say women are the most educated, but I think they need to go back and check those numbers. Because if these women really had degrees like they love to throw out there, every time a Black man turns them down or something, they would know that, hey, this idiot bitch is saying the same thing every single day. And the same person that they're talking about is still out there living life. Something ain't adding up. These Black women are playing victims because they're the villains. Do y'all see what I'm saying here today? I've been telling y'all this for years. I'm a Black woman myself, but I'm going to be honest. I'm so glad I don't have a lot of Black female friends. They're the fakest race I've ever had to deal with. They're so worried about the Karens and the Marias and the Giselles and all that. I'm worried about the Keishas. That's who I'm worried about. Because it's our own race fucking it up for everybody else by lying. And these Black women would sit here and judge me every day for doing something right because they can't get it right. They want my spot, but they don't know what it takes to play this role. So instead of them trying to get it and work hard like I did, they want to cut corners and make up stories so that they look like a victim. These Black women are not victims. They're villains and they're liars. So let me tell y'all about this individual, because I brought this up to you guys in the past. And I told you guys about something I saw on Facebook. So back in May, let me go ahead and put her picture out here because I need y'all to see what this woman looks like because I covered up her face on the thing. Back in May, this woman right here, and I'm not going to tell you her name because I know the first thing my haters are going to do is reach out to this woman and say, hey, Daphne was talking about you. Would you like to join the Daphne hate train? We got spots available. You could be compensated. Hey, this is what my haters do. So unfortunately to my followers, I'm sorry I have to do this, but I can't tell you her name. I can't right now. Sorry. But this woman right here decided to go on Facebook back in May 11th, 2024. And she told everyone that this black man that works for Uber tried to kidnap her and her two small kids. And when I say small kids, I believe they're like 2 and 3 or 3 and 4. Don't quote me on that. She said that when she was in the Uber, she realized that the Uber, she could not get out of it. Only he can let her out. So he had the locks on the Uber, allegedly, right? They're driving to the destination, right? And she said that he told her he wanted sexual favors. The story went all over the place, you guys. She said that she promised him sexual favors to get him to pull over and to get him to open the door. The minute the Uber driver opened the door, she was able to escape along with her two small kids. Let me go back and just tell y'all that again. He pulled over because he thought he was getting a sexual favor. And when he opened up her door, she got out and these two little kids got out and they were all able to run away, unharmed, unscathed. Now, we all know in the real world that would never fucking happen. And I'm sorry for cussing. That would never happen if he was really trying to do something. Do you think that these dangerous individuals will accept, okay, I'll do a sexual favor. Really? Let me pull over and get that. Do you really think it would be that easy, y'all? The first thing these criminals know is that you're really not going to do with a sexual favor. You're going to try to escape. How many killing shows do we watch every day? And it tells us all we need to know. Some of us can solve the case before the show is over, right? So he pulls over and they're able to escape. And then she ran straight to Facebook to let women know, don't get in this guy's car. She showed this man's face, his car, his license plate, and his last name. That was more than enough information for these black women. And I'm saying black women because it was 5 black women that found this man's LinkedIn and found his Facebook. And then they said, y'all know what to do, streets, handle your business. You even had people saying to other women, I need, if you guys live in this area, book an Uber and let me know if his profile comes up. He's dead. That's how dangerous it was. I just went and read the comments and I noticed that this woman didn't reply to nobody's comment. Everybody was asking her questions. Hey, what's the outcome? Did you file a police report? Who do we need to? She wasn't answering anybody's questions. And y'all know that's the first thing when I tell you about scams. They're not going to answer your questions. They're going to leave you on red because that's how they get a Facebook check. These people are so focused on making Facebook money that they make up lies to get the money. And then when a black woman like myself calls out the lie, all of a sudden, I'm this evil villain. I'm this evil person. So I want you guys to see the post, okay? So that we're all on the same page. So let me go ahead and put the post up here. Okay, so here's the post, you guys. This is the post. She's telling everybody that this man kidnaps girls and children. Long story short, he tried to kidnap me and my kids today. He was very aggressive and screaming and cursing at my kids. He has no locks or knobs on his door. He trapped us in there until I offered to give him money and just playing my role, acting as if I would do these sexual favors he wanted. He screamed, let the kids watch. He's a sick bitch. Nobody accepts this ride. Ladies, be careful. Does that sound like a true story, y'all? She started this story off with, he is a predator and he kidnaps girls and children. Now I want to tell you guys something here. She already judged this man in this heading. If this man was this type of person, why didn't you go to the police? What is Facebook University going to do? I tell these women this every time, especially the idiots who love to run to YouTube. I'm a victim. She threatened my family, blah, blah. And nobody's asking her, hey, sis, where's the police report in regard to that threat? Can we see it? No, because it didn't happen. They're lying to you, but you guys believe it because it sounds good. I listened to the Tyrese and Shannon Sharp thing today. He said people love believing the lies more than they do the truth. So this person, anybody can say Daphne is a wanted felony, has a felony out of 18 states, and she's not really married, and she doesn't really have high school diploma and degrees, and y'all will believe that shit like it really like it's true. Nobody's looking at who it's coming from. They just believe anything that anyone says. Well, I don't live in that world. I don't. When I saw this, I was disgusted because women were saying, well, he looks like he'll kidnap kids. See, there's the judgment. There's the judgment that bothers me right there. So this man doesn't look like he's little. He looks like he has a little strength to him. And you mean to tell me he let you and two small itty bitty babies get out the car and run? There's no way. She would have had to have both of those kids in her arms, y'all, to really get away. Unless she took off like Sha'Carri Richardson and left the kids in the dust. She said all three of them got away. Y'all know it's not that easy. That man would have grabbed one of the kids, y'all. Y'all know how this works. If he would have grabbed one of the kids, she would have came right back if she cared about the kid, right? But all these women believe this story. Well, not all of them. You know, the queen of accountability wasn't believing anything. But before I said anything to her, I said, let me investigate this. Let me do my due diligence to make sure that she's telling the truth. Because I want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but it's hard to do that when 98% of them are lying. So y'all know what I do. I did my research. I tell people every day, when you're reading a Facebook post or a YouTube post or a TikTok post, look at who it's coming from and see if they attach any evidence corroborating the bullshit story. 10 times out of 10, they do not upload the evidence backing the allegation because they're lying. It's that easy. But let me go deeper for y'all. Y'all know how I do. Here's my first receipt. What the fuck is going on with this? So on May 11th, she put out, she was about to get kidnapped, right? But look at the part she took out. In her original post, she said police are still trying to find him. But then on May the 12th, let me move my banner. There y'all go. Hopefully y'all can see that now. Then on May the 12th, the police part is gone. Why do y'all think she removed the police part? Guys, this is a simple Facebook search. When someone makes a post, you click on the three dots and it'll say view, edit, history. That's the first thing that I do. Everybody wants to learn what I do. This is the easiest way to spot a liar. Look at what they took out. See, but you black women, y'all listen to these other black women and y'all believe everything they tell you because you're the most educated, right? Wrong. Y'all not the most educated. You're the most gullible. Y'all believe any fucking thing a woman says. Anything a woman says online, y'all believe it. That's why a lot of y'all can't get married or keep a man. Because y'all don't know how to actually read things and analyze them. You get so emotional. You get emotionally charged. Yeah, it happened. Let's go kill the black man. This lying motherfucker edited out the police part because she didn't go to the police. Duh. This right here is textbook right here, y'all. If any of those black women clicked on them three dots, they would have saw the truth. But instead, they wanted to believe the lie. This right here is the easiest way to figure out if someone's lying. Because usually when they lie and they post it real quick, they look at it and say, oh, damn, I can't say this. Because then people are going to call the police and the police are going to say, wait, she never called us. So she went back and edited it 24 hours later. So at this point, y'all should know that she's lying, right? But that's not enough. Let me tell you what else this woman did. I want to remind you, the attempted kidnapping happened on May 11th. So let me show you what else she posted after that. Now, let me tell y'all something. If somebody almost kidnapped me and my two kids, I don't have nothing positive to say right now. I'm in shock. I'm scared, especially if the person got away, right? Well, let's look at what she posted shortly after. 3 days later, she said, family be messy as F. Then 5 days after that, June 3rd is my birthday. Then after that, pool party scheduled to next Saturday. What? Hold on. May 11th, you almost got kidnapped. What? I ain't thinking about no party. I ain't thinking about my birthday. I'm thinking about the person that did it being arrested and making license plates. But no, this woman went right about her day like nothing happened. This is step 2 on how to find out if somebody is lying. Look at what they post afterwards. You can't go from I almost got kidnapped to my family be messy. Oh, my birthday's coming up. Hey, pool party next Saturday. Come on, you guys. This is how to spot a liar. I just showed y'all 2 pieces and I don't even got to go nowhere after that. Y'all know at this point that this woman lied. She lied, right? At this point, we're all on the same page, right? But then I went into the comments. I wanted to show y'all a couple. This was one that stuck out to me. This woman right here said that if you have the Uber app, just like Lyft, there's an emergency button. So again, just like with that woman who said that she almost got kidnapped by a Lyft driver, in these apps, there is an emergency button where they can alert law enforcement. How come these Black women aren't using it? They know how to type up a whole status on Facebook and hit post, but you don't know how to post that you're in an emergency situation and you need help. Well, Daphne, if she did that, they would have told the driver and then he would have killed them all. Wrong. They don't let the driver know that you've alerted the police. These women love to give you a reason to believe their story because they know that you won't analyze it. You're going to trust her word. This woman wasn't in no danger. I have the Uber and Lyft app. They both have an emergency option. This woman did not activate it. She didn't push it, didn't say anything. And y'all sitting up here praising these women. Then you had some of her followers that were threatening to kill this guy. Women, Black women, Black women. If anybody can see those pictures, those are Black women. He need to run into me. I guarantee you he won't pick nobody else up. Death threats. Now, what if one of them did book the ride and they ran into him and these women shot him? This woman, I'm so glad you and your children are safe. I wish some of y'all understood how much shock she was. No, she wasn't in shock. She's a liar. She probably couldn't grab her phone in a moment like this. I'm sure she reported it to law and called the laws, whatever this woman is typing. She don't know how to type. This post is helpful. No, wrong. If this person was really in danger, she's saying that she was so shocked she couldn't grab her phone. Then how did she make the Facebook? Is anybody with me tonight? Or am I going too deep? Somebody else said that the police should be notified first. I'm telling y'all, if this Black woman really did almost get kidnapped, the first thing they're going to do is tell you, I filed a police report. The guy is still on the loose. Because when you file a police report, they're able to put out a bolo. Be on the lookout. They're able to reach out to the news and the radio. So I'm going to tell y'all this. Posting it on Facebook in an attempt to go viral won't reach people as fast as they alert on the radio, your phone, the police, the news. It won't be as fast as that. So I'm tired of you Black women telling me, well, she's raising awareness to what? You're not raising awareness, Black women. What you're doing, if it did happen, is you're pissing off the person that is still out there. But y'all the most educated, right? It's like in today's society, a person, a woman, I'm going to say woman, because y'all the biggest liars on the planet. A woman could be walking down a dark alley and a man could steal her purse, slap her in the face and push her down in the water. She'll roll over and grab her phone and go live. You guys, this guy just robbed me. Why are we doing that? That doesn't bring any awareness to nothing. It does nothing. Because if someone really did attempt to hurt you and got away and you go online plastering their information, do you think they're going to be happy or mad? Mad. And the next victim they catch, they're probably going to kill. So y'all don't think like that. Y'all think going to YouTube and Facebook and all these other places are the places to go. No, you only go there when you want clout and attention and sympathy. Oh, look at this Black victim. Poor baby. She's a victim. No, she's not. She's a villain. That's what she is. A straight up villain. These women are dangerous. And I've said that many times. But y'all don't hear me. One of her friends actually said, hey, there's an emergency button in the app. I went back and that comment was gone. But I'm glad I was able to save it. So she wasn't responding to comments, but she was deleting them. I'm surprised she didn't block me yet. I'm surprised. She posts her mother on her page, so I see why she's like she is. Mom doesn't hold her accountable either. I keep telling y'all, their mothers failed them. You have a lot of these mothers now at that menopause age acting a damn fool. So when you have the mom that's not even in her right mind, why do you expect the child to do right? So when I saw that this woman was lying about what she said, I reached out to the police department in June because that's when I saw the post. And I spoke to an officer. And he told me everything I needed to do. Dave, are you there, Dave? Can you take yourself off of mute?
Uh, Good afternoon. I'm here.
Yep, I can. So, Dave, you said you used to drive for Uber or you do now?
No, I drive for Uber. Like you had reached out to me earlier. I literally had just got off the app or whatnot, maybe like 10 minutes prior to. So
Okay, so let me ask you this. If did you ever have a situation where someone accused you of something?
nothing major. Maybe like like being on the phone or something or whatever. But usually when that happens, it's more likely they're trying to get a free ride off the app.
Right. Right. Okay. So within the Uber app, if I was riding in someone's Uber and I felt like I was in danger, is there a way for me to alert them without you knowing?
Actually, can I walk you through the whole process of the app?
Well, no, I know the answer. I just want you to
Yeah.
tell me yes or no.
Yes,
Okay.
but
But
it's two other safeguards too, or whatever. Actually, for the driver, they can actually film the whole ride, the actual trip or whatever, within the app now or whatever. Because I think it's been live since I want to say May. And another part for the passenger, what they can also do is now they can record the trip, like the audio for it. So in the event something does happen, the whole audio of the trip is recorded. It lets us know that you're recording. So in a way, it kind of gives the driver the heads up or whatever. So
okay, so if they wanted to record the audio or video of the ride, they alert the driver. But if she
yeah,
alerted them that she's in danger, that's when they do not alert the driver, correct?
it- correct.
Okay. So this woman who's saying that this Uber driver tried to kidnap her and her two little kids, she had many options on catching this guy or getting him in trouble, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the duration of her ride, I think it was like almost 15 minutes. So do you think that would have been more than enough time for her to alert, Uber that she's in danger or record the call or do anything to show that she was in distress?
Yeah, more than enough.
So
Because
go ahead,
it
hon.
only takes 5 minutes. Once you hit the button and out, they're gonna ask you, is everything okay? And if they don't hear back from you, like I believe somebody commented early on, what they do basically, they're gonna send police to that location that they're pulling up on their GPS. So more
Hmm.
than enough time.
So according to her, he did pull over at a destination that was a business so she can give him a sexual favor. And then they ran away and got away. So does that sound like a story that you can believe?
No, and here's why. She said she pulled over. Anytime you pull over on that app, or if you're in traffic and it's taking a little too long, you're gonna get notifications asking, "Are you okay? Is there anything wrong? Do we need to send somebody out?"
Wow.
Yeah,
And I want to remind you that happened May 11th of this year. You said
yeah,
that the recording option came out in May
yeah.
1st. Was it
Like
before
around,
or after?
it rolled out in May,
Would you
uh,
say early May before May 11th?
May, early May.
Okay. So would you assume that this woman knew how to use the Uber app where she could have reported that she was in danger?
Mm, can put it like this? I highly doubt, but at the same time, if she can actually request a trip, then she can use the app.
There we go. That's where I'm at with that, Dave. I want to say thank you so much because you being an actual driver,
Yeah,
and you being a black man, I know it's not easy. I
yeah,
noticed that a lot of guys I talk to that do, Uber, Lyft, and Instacart, wherever it is, they say when females get into their car, females by themselves, they always record the ride to protect
yeah.
themselves. And I heard that mostly it's mostly females who try to cancel the ride before you guys get there. They try to do that little scam. Do you notice that a lot in females, or is it mixed?
I'll put it like this. I'm gonna zero it in to actually it's both ways, and it's more so the low income areas that you would go into that pull that kind of stunt for the most part.
Oh,
But I've experienced it maybe twice, and every time it's happened, it's been a low income area, for the most part. But and for the most part, when they do report stuff, from my experience with other drivers, everybody has a dash cam. Everybody has a
yep,
dash cam.
that's what I saw in here. That's what someone said. I think
Yeah,
it's smart for you guys to get the dash cam. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Dave, I definitely want to say thank you for enlightening us and letting us know, because I'm about to dig into this a little deeper. I
Oh,
appreciate you. You can stay on if you have anything else you need to say. If not, you can drop off, hon.
all right, all right. So how? Okay, I'm good. So how
You
do I?
dropping off?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop off.
Okay, I got you. That I could do
All
that for
right.
you. Okay. So let me show you guys something else here. Okay, so that was the call I made. So let me remove this comment here. Hold on. Let me start it over. Okay, so this was the call that I made on June 11th. As you guys can see, it was an outgoing call for 20 minutes. And then they called me back and we spoke for 8 minutes. So I want to show you guys that I did make the call. And then I was sent a text and they told me to upload the evidence I had, which I gave to them. And if you look at the bottom, you see I have a police report number. So a lot of people like to say, she didn't really call, she didn't really file a police report. I did all that because what this woman was doing was putting somebody's life in danger. And as you can see, the receipts, because y'all know I come with those receipts. That was the proof that the evidence that I submitted was uploaded successfully. And that is which created my police report number. So as you guys can see, everything I did, I always keep a trail so you guys can see it. Okay? Because a lot of people said, no, you didn't really go to the police. You're lying. How did you go to the police if you're a wanted criminal? Okay, so we can stop that BS there. So when I uploaded all that evidence, and this was back in June, they looked at it, they reviewed everything. And like I said, no one called 911 on that day. The day before, the day after, no one called 911 in regard to that issue. I was the only person to reach out to them almost a month later to tell them about the situation. It had already been a month. The scariest part about that was if that Uber driver was alive or unalived. That's the only thing that scared me. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Okay. I did run the plate. I found out all that and I gave that to them. And they were just like, man, you should have been a law enforcement officer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that before. Keep going. I gave them that. And I said, I need you to look into this and let me know if this person is okay. Because let me tell you, if anything had happened to him in that month, y'all know she would have been held liable for that, right? Because she put that false narrative out there, pissing people off, right? Oh, he tried to kidnap you. And you know, one thing that I noticed about Black women, they'll tell you a sob story, but when they add them kids to it, oh, do you gullible women eat it up? Oh my gosh, sis, not your kids. Really? They tried to, because that's how you get more money, by telling people they tried to harm my family and all that. Because then people are going to say, wow, that must be hard for you. I'm a mother myself. Let me go ahead and send you a few dollars. That's how they get the money. And I want to remind you guys, the stories are not real. I don't see enough Black women saying, hey, sis, I'm sorry this happened to you. Can we see the police report? Why? Why do y'all want to see it? That's none of y'all business. Then why are you posting? See how that works? You don't get to post that your life is in danger and then you get mad at people when they ask you for evidence of it. That's the way the world works. We don't have to believe everything you say. If we believed everything you said, there'd be a lot of Emmett Tills out here dead, right? We know how the outcome is of that. But the sad part about it is it's our own Black women doing this to these men. This woman didn't even know that this man had a whole family. I want to remind you that a lot of these Lyft and Uber drivers, they might not be from America, or they might be from America, or they might not even be from the state that they're in. They moved to that state because the market is probably better, the living is probably easier. And these women get on these apps and put these people's lives in danger For a whole month, people were looking for this man, y'all. So when I called the police, I was scared. I think I did get a little emotional because I said, I'm a month late. She went viral, but people didn't start tagging me until later in the road. And forgive me, when I saw that I was tagged at the end of May, I didn't see it. I started going all the way down. And because people were commenting on that person's tag, I kept getting notified. That's how I found out. So I was late to the party, y'all. So I'm thinking he gonna tell me this man got killed. But the good news is because I doxed him and the police were aware because I was worried, they told me that he's fine. I was very thankful because I was scared. See, these Black women don't understand their power. Their big ass mouths can get people killed, and they still go out there and they do it. And this woman has a son. I'm sure she wouldn't like it if someone did it to her. And you know, her friends who are her biggest supporters, they're the ones that attack me. They're the ones that will call me names. Aren't you married? Shouldn't you be tending to your husband? See, I noticed that with Black women. And I know that a lot of y'all might think I don't like Black women. I don't like Black women when they're doing bad. I love my people, but I love you enough to tell you you're messing up. That's called tough love. See, these Black women want you to coddle them and believe everything that comes out of their big ass mouths because they said it. But you will see that they repeat the same BS every day. And people start to kind of, yeah, I'm going to start pulling away from you. You crazy. But I don't see a lot of Black women calling the behavior out. That's the problem. But if a Black man does it, who are you? You didn't give birth to no kids. You can't tell us how to. So you don't want men to say it. You don't want Black women to say it. You just want us to turn a blind eye. I don't live in that zone. I'm going to say something. If you put it out there, and I want to remind you guys, when people say, why are you talking about their business? If you post it and it has a world symbol, if you guys are the most educated, you know what that world symbol means. It means it's my business too. That's what that means. That world symbol means that you wanted to go viral. But it's only a problem when people say, yeah, you're lying. That's when they want to attack your character. That's when they want to say that you don't like Black women and that you love following behind Black men. And that's why a lot of you women will never be married. You will always be these bitter, single, middle-aged losers with nothing going on in your life. And you actually think people are supporting you? They're not. That's why your views are low. That's why your likes are small, because they don't give a fuck. You're repeating the same stuff every day because you're a loser. A lot of these Black women are losers. And I can just imagine if that officer told me, yeah, we can't locate this driver. Do y'all know how sad that would have been? How bad that could have turned out for that woman? See, they don't care about their kids when they're out there posting this. So why do y'all get mad when I call CPS? That's another thing Black women don't like. Daphne's always trying to get people's kids taken away. Proudly. If you can't do the job, I'm hoping someone else. Well, then they're gonna go to CPS, child protect, and they're gonna put them with a family that's gonna abuse them. Oh, so you're saying you would rather the family that birthed them or that raised them to abuse them than strangers having a shot at raising them better. That's what they're saying. Let the mom abuse her kids. It's the mom. I would rather the mom do it than them go to a, child protective service and they put them with another family. That's how these Black women think. That's not the way I think. If I'm seeing you lie about being kidnapped, then I'm assuming that your parenting skills are low. Where's the dad? That's who we need to be speaking with, because the mom is trying to get these kids killed. That's what these women are doing with these kids. Lying on Facebook, social media, telling these bogus stories. And then when I call it out, she's jealous. She just wants to be viral. I don't give a damn. If anybody's been following me for the last 9 years, I went viral thousands of times. It's old work. I wasn't living to get paid off of Facebook. But I'm going to tell y'all this. These Black women, this is the new hustle. So when you see these stories online, stop donating, stop sharing, stop commenting until you get the truth. You guys are putting money in their pockets. They don't even have to be verified on Facebook. I just found that out today. They don't have to be verified. They're still trying to get paid off of Facebook. She went from she was about to get kidnapped to shaking her ass on her birthday. And y'all telling me that she's being honest? Oh, with Daphne, she's still in shock. This is what these black women were telling me. How you gonna tell her how to grieve or how to get over being shocked? Get the hell out of here. If a mother was almost kidnapped with her 2 kids, she's not shaking her ass. She's giving you an update. Hey, ladies, update on the case. He's been arrested. See, that is right there spreading awareness. She told everybody that story and never got back to it. We're about to go into September and she still hasn't given nobody an update. Who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? Let me give you a hint. I've never in my life. No update. Just more and more lies. That's it. And then when I called out the lies, the women attacked me. That's all it's about, you guys. And I just wanted y'all to know that it's not just her. There's 2 more female black scammers that I caught in the same state, Texas. Something about Texas, y'all. They out there scamming and doing some weird stuff out there. And the way I set this woman up, it was brilliant. And I want to tell y'all something. There's people in this world that work their asses off to get their degrees. So how dare you black idiot women sell people degrees that they didn't earn? Oh yeah, the next story that I do, I hope that, I know this woman is probably going to come from my family. She's probably going to come for everything because this woman has been doing this scam for almost 10 years until she ran into me. And the way I set her up, it was better than the movie Pearl Harbor, y'all. And I'm going to give y'all the whole lowdown. Another black woman out there selling people degrees. Send them an email. Pick a school. Morgan State. Pick a school. Spelman. Spelman. Pick a school. Yale. Harvard. And what she does is she's able to give you a degree and give you some transcripts, y'all. Crazy, right? Took me 6 years. Took me 6 years to get 4 degrees. But you know, my haters say I don't have it. Prove that I don't have it. Nobody's proven that yet, right? Yeah, shut the hell up. Shut up. Took me 6 years. She's not married. Prove that I'm not. Shut the hell up. See, and when black women say they're the most educated, to say I'm not married, but you idiot, you, I mean, I know my dad's listening to this. I'm trying not to cuss, Dad, but damn. To say I'm not married, but on Instagram, I'm verified under Daphne Sutton. What does that mean? My husband's name, William Sutton. What does that mean? That means that I changed my name, but we're not. Y'all, most educated though, right? Huh. Most educated? Huh. How you that dumb? Some of these people only earn like a certificate. So maybe they're not all there. How do you miss that part? And they'll insult me by calling me my maiden name because they'll never be married. So if they want to live in that world. See, that's the thing about black women. And this is my problem with black women. Y'all love lying on these black men because you ain't got shit going on in your life. You have nothing good going on in your life. You are so traumatized by your own bullshit that you want to project it onto everybody else. So you decide to go on Facebook or YouTube or Twitter to put someone's life in danger because that helps you sleep at night. But guess what isn't going to help you sleep at night? When you're in that 4x4 cell. Lights out! You ain't going to be able to sleep. Because what she did was not only dangerous, it was ignorant. It was stupid. And her mother co-signed it. My baby was... And when I went to the mom's page, I wasn't surprised. These women are failing their kids by acting like them. So then how do you expect your kid to know how to carry themselves like a upstanding citizen when they're out here acting like a fool? That's the problem I have with these black women. And I'm going to always have that problem until they fix it. And that is why you guys will never, never grow, thrive, elevate. You still got these idiot women saying, I solved the Rhoda case. This is how you know women hate me and that they have nothing going on in their lives. You still have these idiots online saying that they solved the brick case. Now, y'all all heard that detective in the news say Daphne Sutton. Y'all saw my name in the actual documents where it said Daphne Sutton alerted us of Rhoda's first scam. So tell those idiots that are telling you they solved the case to produce that evidence that they sent that to me on September the 4th at 8:32 a.m. Tell them to prove that to you. That's when I sent them Rhoda's first scam, September the 4th, 2023 at 8:32 a mother effing m. So anybody still saying we did it, it was us. We did all the work. Daphne just slept and lived her life. Because that's what they sound like. High calorie losers. So they'll sit there and tell you that. But when you tell them, hey, show us that you sent them that first scam. Now you'll see that the documents didn't say Daphne sent us TikTok videos, Instagram videos. No, they didn't say that. No. They said Daphne's alerted them of her first scam. That is what got Rhoda in trouble. So if anybody's telling you anything other than that, they're bullshitting you. And Rhoda has trial in a couple weeks. I'm still following the case. I'm just not posting every 5 seconds. But you know what the crazy part about it is? Being told that I have until November the 14th to file charges against Rhoda for threatening me. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Ain't it crazy how this world evolves? Because I know if the shoe was on the other foot, Rhoda would be taking me to court, right? She would be trying to file charges on me, right? I have until November to decide if I want to actually press charges on Rhoda for her threats. So let's say that she didn't get a harsh sentence for the felony. What do you think she'd get for threatening me? But you see, I actually have mercy for people. I actually care. So if I wanted to do everything for clout and I have Rhoda right here in my hands because she not only threatened me, but she directed her followers to harass me. Guys, I have all the evidence to seal her fate. And I haven't done it because I don't just run to the cops because I'm scared. I knew Rhoda was just talking. See, you have other women that sit there and will wait and then call the cops and say, I'm in danger. And then try to play victim online. But I didn't do that. So when people ask me why I did not pursue charges on Rhoda, because I knew she really wasn't about that life. She was just talking. That's it. But I knew that it's still an option. But I don't like to play with people's livelihoods like that when I know she's already going to face some really bad consequences, right? But if she was still talking about me, then yeah, I might have done it. But I didn't. So even though they say I hate women and all that, well, then why haven't I taken Rhoda to court? You know how easy that would have been? If I hate people, right? But this woman here, she's not getting away with what she did. Because that black man, I want y'all to look at that black man's face. He has a family, y'all. And not only did she post his car, his name, and all that, they found his LinkedIn, they found his Facebook. They saw that he has a family. And yet they're talking about, we need to have a meeting with him. You had men in the comments telling other women that live in that area, keep booking Ubers until you see his profile and let us know. That was the scariest part. I came into that a month late. So y'all know when I called the police, I was worried. But when they told me that he's alive and well and Uber was made aware, and I did reach out to Uber. I sure did. Because Uber puts things in place so this doesn't happen. She never activated the button. She never said she was in danger. So then why should we believe your story? But she got 3.3 thousand shares. Y'all just made her a check. And I didn't talk about it until today because it took this long for them to really make sure. But now all eyes are on her. Let's see if her mom can get her out of this one. Because you guys, listen, if you're a mother and you have a child and they're out here doing this, you failed them. You didn't teach them right. Shame on you. And I've noticed that a lot with these women who think that they're better than me. They can't even, their kid is not even doing well. And instead of them handling their faults and the things they messed up in their life, they want to talk about the mess ups in my life. And today I was all, like I told you, I listen to a lot of stuff and I like to listen to what people say. One thing I want to remind you guys is that when women run to social media, and they don't have any evidence, you gotta stop believing them. That's what a lot of women do, especially Black women. Because in this whole year, I've probably only been sent 2 things that a Caucasian woman has done, a white woman has done. Everything else is my race. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. My race. Not from Black men, but from Black women. Black women who don't love Black men, but they got Black sons. Can someone help me add that up? Anytime a woman has a child and they're acting like these idiots online, I start to question how that child was raised. Probably not well. Because if you have a kid, you're supposed to be leaving a legacy for them. You're supposed to be setting an example on how to act and carry yourself. But I've learned in this past year, I have to teach these older women how to be women because their mothers didn't teach them that. Now, my mom might have left this earth young, but she taught me a lot. And the sad part is these other women out here, they have their mothers and they're still fucking up. They still don't have nothing great going on in their life. That's what I noticed. But I want to drop a few quotes. I love Deion Sanders because people hate him because of the way other people love him. So I just want to drop this little quote to these Black women out here that hate me so bad.
Well, the thing about a fan, you got to understand, a fan only blows when you're hot.
Ooh.
I'm going to go away from
Come on, man. I'm writing these down, man.
Yeah, a fan only blows when you're hot. So what does he have to do to stay and keep up with this change? Oh, I got to go find that big bad wolf and talk about it.
Yeah.
So now I keep my relevancy. And I'm saying, cool, but I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to add to you. I'm not going to respond because that's what you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just want me to respond. I don't do that. I'm not going to help you come up.
I love it. Listen.
Testify. See, these Black women talk bad about me because they want me to respond and help them because they're at the bottom of the bottom. They're not moving. Their numbers are decreasing. But then they'll say, well, she buys followers, as if I haven't brought really good content to my page, as if I'm not on all these platforms doing very well. That's their only go-to. I got stuff on my Instagram that's already at almost 10,000 likes. And I mean, come on. Everything I do, it brings everything back to all my pages. But these Black women are never going to give me credit because they don't like what I'm doing. But I promise you, if I was to create a YouTube right now about Black men or men in general, I'll probably have over 1 million subs by the end of the year. I know how easy it is to switch, but I'm not going to do it. To my day ones, y'all know for the last almost 10 years, at the end of this year, it'll be 10 years. I haven't switched up what I do. The queen of text receipts. I've been doing that almost 9 years. But see, these women are now repeating the things that I did years ago. But one thing about Facebook, it'll say 7-year memory, and it'll be a text receipt of mine. I don't have to remind these idiots. They know I was one of the first. I was doing it, and then Spiritual World used to always use my stuff, and then everybody started doing it too. Text receipts stem from me talking to people and them sending me their stories. And I didn't post them often because some people sent me stuff that I just couldn't verify. But if I can verify it, I'm going to post it. I've been doing that long. And yet people still want to talk about me. That's what happens. But let me tell you, y'all not going to get away with all this stuff you're doing. I hate that I was a month late, but I'm glad I'm glad I did what I did. And if anybody wants to follow this case, just follow my page. Because now this has went into the hands of a detective. Because what she did was very dangerous, y'all. It really was. And I don't think she understood what she was doing. But I want you guys to remember that this was a dumb thing to do. If she was really in danger, it would not look like this, y'all. And a lot of you Black women were saying he looks like a predator. He looks like somebody that would like little girls. How is that fair? And y'all Black saying this about another Black person. But y'all telling me to focus on the Karens and the Kens. And here you are destroying our brothers. And most of these women just want to get out of a ride. So they'll say anything happened. That's why when you watch these TV shows and you see these drivers with a cam, it's because they're scared. These drivers are more scared of the riders than the riders are of the driver because they don't know what you own. Especially these black men. These women know all they got to do is say something happened and the world is going to believe them if they don't have no proof. So if I didn't step up and help this man, ain't no telling what would happen. Her mother didn't tell her to take it down. I just wanted y'all to see that when people lie, they have to go back and fix the lie by taking out the part that matters. Police are still looking for him. The police were never looking for him because you didn't go to the police. You went to Facebook. But you're a victim, right? Can you imagine if she created a GoFundMe? I really would have got her. But instead, she made, what, $20, $30 off of Facebook? But this man could have been in 6 feet deep. She wouldn't have cared. I guess she forgot about that black woman last year who lied on her Uber driver who was Hispanic. He was killed. I thought he was kidnapping me. Oh my gosh, he was She thought he was kidnapping her. He was killed. That man came to America for a better life, and this black woman took it. And y'all sitting there saying that this ain't a trend? This ain't a trend, though, right? I'm making it up. The other black woman, Lyft driver, she was on the phone with a guy, and they were talking in a foreign language. And then she said, red sweater, dark skin. They would never say that in English. If they're starting off with the takama, they're going to end with the takama. Y'all feel what I'm saying? No offense to those people who speak the language. I'm sorry if I'm offending you, but y'all know what I'm saying. There's only been a few times I was on Telemundo and they're saying Tiger Woods. Maybe the name is in English, yeah, but that's it. Everything else is in Spanish. Just the name is in English. So we know how it works. Why would someone alert you that they're about to take you? That's not the way they move, y'all. But y'all still believe the stories. The Shade Room caught on to that story late, and they actually believe her. They actually made her more famous, like they did Rhoda. The Shade Room is known for that. TSR investigates. Woman says that the Lyft driver tried to kidnap her, and she jumped out of the car where I was going really fast and suffered a couple scratches. Come on, you guys. Then she appears in perfect skin, like nothing happened. I don't care if it was 3 months ago. You're going to still have some type of scars, y'all. These women keep lying. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. This is too much. These black women, they're not learning. I'm going to put the link in the chat if anybody wants to talk. And then I'm going to wrap it up. This wasn't going to be a long show, guys. But I just wanted y'all to know that I kind of prepared you guys for this a few shows ago. And I just wanted y'all to know that I'm on it. I'm on it. I can't sit back and let people do this. I don't care if they're black women. I don't live by their code. I'm not your friend. I'm not. I'm not going to entertain what you're doing online when I know it's wrong. But I want to remind you that 80% of her comments, they were from women and they believed her story. And shout out to those beautiful women who called it out and said, hey, this don't sound right. I have Uber and there's a button you push. Well, maybe she was so scared that she didn't want to push it. Come on. Come on, you guys. Come on. When are we going to actually open our eyes and say, you know what, sis? This ain't the way to go. Never. Because if they do that, they're going to lose money. That's what happens. But I want y'all to know that eventually someone's going to figure out who this person is. And then they're going to tell this person Daphne was talking about you, which she knows I was. I commented about 30 times on her post. She might block me tonight. But it's okay. She can block me, but she can't block the police. They already know what's going on. They've been in on this since June. I directed them right to your page. So you can block me, but you don't know who's following you from that police department. So good luck with that. That's all I can say on that end. And if anybody watched that Shannon Sharp and Tyrese episode, y'all gotta watch it. Because a lot of what he said, these black men be dropping jewels. Maybe you women need to start listening to these black men and what they're saying. Maybe that's why y'all so mad at me, because y'all don't have a man. And you'll never have a man chasing me. I don't want you. They'll sit there and talk about your looks, everything about you. But they're talking about you. Let that sink in. That's not going to make me stop talking about the bad stuff that y'all doing. These women want to keep going deeper and deeper to try to piss me off so I can say, you know what? That's it. I'm done. Queen of accountability out. No, that's not going to happen. Whenever I step away, it'll be on my terms, not on yours. Just know that. You don't control me. And you will never be as big as me at the rate you're going. I promise you that. Heavy on the never. I've never seen a devil get blessed. Y'all feel me? But listen to what this, Tyree said this and it stuck with me. Listen to this real quick, y'all.
Listen, you gotta make motherfuckers out here lose and sleep over your gifts, man.
Why? Why do we hate on each other?
Everybody want to see you doing good, but nobody want to see you doing better than them. You talking about that, right?
Yeah.
I tell you what it is, because you got people out here praying right now for what I already have. And you put a little jealousy and envy on it, and they thinking that jealousy and envy is the motivator. You don't have to be jealous and envious and lose sleep over what God has decided to do for me.
He was preaching. And that is very true. Jealousy and envy. That is why someone will continue to talk about you, because they are jealous. If I'm not jealous of someone, I ain't talking about you because you don't matter to me, right? But if you matter to me and I love you so much and I want to be like you and I want to follow your footsteps, I'm going to talk about you every single day to let you know that, Daphne, you are on my mind. That's how these black women are. They actually think they're hurting me, but they're not. Every time they open up their big ass mouths to discredit me, lie on me, bash me, they're making me more and more relevant. That's why they don't have the same subscribers or followers as me, because I'm not talking about them, but they want me to so they can get a couple likes and shit. Not going to happen. One more from this woman. This woman, I got this off TikTok, and this was real what she said too. Check this out.
How do you deal with someone who always plays the victim, who never takes accountability for what they've done wrong, and spends more time talking about how everyone else did everything wrong? First, you need to recognize that this is a behavioral issue that runs far deeper, and it is not your job to change or fix the person, but to lead them. Strategy number 1, use the power of silence.
Strategy number 1, use the power of silence. Instead of me going back and forth with these idiots, I'm going to lead them. I'm going to teach them how to be a good woman, a better person, by not responding. See, silence is an answer too, y'all. It doesn't mean that you've lost. It doesn't mean that you're scared. It just means that you're not going to entertain folly. You're not going to go back and forth with a loud, aggressive, and I hate to say this word, hyena, because, you know, they're usually loud. That's what it sounds like. Don't entertain it. I've had black women tell me, Daphne, I want to get to where you are, but I'm scared of other black women. What? Scared of what? That they're going to attack me like they do you. They're going to talk about my deceased relatives. They're going to sit there and talk about my accomplishments. Well, then don't tell me you want to do what I'm doing, because that is going to happen. They do it every day to me. Every day they got something new to say. There's a photo of me floating around that was altered of me. I know what the hell I look like. My husband knows what I look like. But see, your haters would do that so you can say, nuh-uh, here I am. That's what they do it for. They want you to go down to their level. But if you don't, it's going to piss them off and it's going to make them keep talking about you until their followers say, you know what? I had enough. Unfollowing, block. Then these black women will get the hint. But if we're not holding each other accountable, we're never going to grow. We're never going to grow. And I'm not mad that I don't have a lot of black female friends. I don't need them. Because anyone that knows someone like this, they'll support the girl code and say, well, you know what? You were wrong, sis, but he's not dead. So keep doing you, sis. Yes. He ain't dead, though. But definitely he ain't dead, though. So why does it matter? He alive. It matters because she could have gotten him killed. Anytime you hear of a kidnapping or attempted on a woman and kids, that's an automatic bang, bang. Y'all know what it's like. Y'all know what it's like in these streets. When I found out, I was scared for him. So I'm just telling y'all, imagine if you were an Uber driver and someone told you that there was a hit out on your life because someone made up a story. She said that he told her, let the kids watch. Do y'all really? This must be a Tubi movie. I'm going to have to go look it up. Is there a Tubi movie called The Uber Driver? Because there's no way in hell this man not only pulled over, but then he told her he wanted her little babies to watch. You see how they bring their kids into it? Because that's how they get more likes and shares. These women, majority of them have kids. So they can sympathize with her. Oh my gosh, queen. Thank you for standing up for us. Come on, you guys. It's a game. It's a game that these black women will continue to play until you know the game and you know the play and you call it out. But y'all not going to do that because you don't want to be in my shoes, right? You don't want people to file orders against you and take you to court. Well, you know what? That comes with the territory. I can safely say, though, before the Rhoda incident, never had any issues like this where I had to actually take people to court. But when tornadoes come into your life, what do? They suck up things in your life and they leave stuff ruined. That's what tornadoes do. A lot of these tornadoes were people, women, black women that came into my life and tried to fuck things up. Now I have to repair it. But before they came into my atmosphere, I didn't have one issue in 9 mother effing years. So you tell me who's the problem, me or that tornado that went through in my area? Y'all feel what I'm saying? And even though black women try to steal and destroy, they're doing it to the wrong person because I'm built for this. Y'all not going to stop me from going at y'all for doing wrong and going to the police. Yeah, I don't deal with the police. You saw what they did to Sonya. I don't deal with the police. Then how do I have orders? How is there a police report out? How are people doing that if you're not dealing with the police? Stop the cap. Y'all just don't want to tell on each other because you're so busy lying for each other. That's not what I do. I'm not your friend. And I want to remind you, before people came into my life, they knew what the hell I did online. Nothing was private. Everything was public. So don't call me the names now that you now all of a sudden you use Visine. Now you can see the shit. Stop the cap. I've been the same way I am now, before the Rhoda incident, after. I have not changed nothing. You can't say, well, Daphne was only holding black men accountable. Then when I came into her life, it was all women. Wrong. I've been doing the same thing for 9 years. You're new to this, right? Fly Guy, Rhoda, you have to look it up, Fly Guy. If you don't know who Rhoda Osmond is, man, you better use Google. I don't know how, if you don't know who Rhoda Osmond is, the brick lady, some of you guys, I feel bad for you because what she did between September and October and January, everybody knew who she was. This was global. That's why when people said, how do you have followers in China and all that? So the brick incident wasn't all over TikTok, and TikTok is owned by, y'all listen to me today. I must be preaching to the wrong crowd. Didn't the news call me a famous TikToker? That was wrong. I'm not no damn TikToker. I was not TikToking like that. She happened to take it to TikTok. I happened to post on there. But you see, TikTok, we know it's not owned by the US. Come on, y'all. So when they ask me, how would they know Daphne in China and Asia? How? Because they don't know you. I'm sorry they don't know you. But yeah, when the news broke out that I helped them, I went global. Sorry to hurt your feelings. And guys, I always tell you, these people that said they solved it, why was I the only one to break the news that she had a felony? Maybe I'm going too deep for y'all. Because, timestamps and dates don't lie. People do. Right? I'm looking at your comments. He said Tyler Perry's next movie. Right. I drive for Uber. Uber would have stepped in. They don't play. I believe it. I heard that Uber, that emergency button, they give you many options to report it. She could have even reported him after the ride, y'all. She didn't show any proof of none of that because it didn't happen. When she retracted and took out the police were notified, she was smart enough to do that. That's how I know she knows right from wrong. So we got to stop coddling these mothers because they have 2 little kids. She was a mother when she posted that BS, right? So then she's going to be a mother after when you're holding her accountable. Stop. And I'm saying this to you women because the men, they knew what was up. A lot of the men was like, Some of the men even said they drive for Uber and that wouldn't be, no, that's not right. Well, let me see who I can contact. But those people were getting blocked and deleted because you'll see they'll come back from another page. You blocked me? That told me all I needed to know. She wasn't commenting, but she was removing things. I'm surprised she didn't remove mine. This time I learned my lesson and I did not post the evidence and all that stuff, the phone numbers, because then I would have gotten blocked. This time I just said you're lying. That's it. Okay, I'm just looking. The only thing these women are teaching their kids is how to lie, steal, and cheat. Amen. That's all. That's all they're teaching their kids. You got some kids that, you can just tell that they weren't raised right. That's all I can say. All of these women that are in my files right now that I'm looking into, these women were, I would say half of them were mothers. A lot of them were born from 1995, 90s, early 2000s. So, I mean, come on, you guys. Come on. And I think the one that really makes me mad, this one is up there. This one I'm pissed. I am. Because she put a black man's life in danger. But when you got these black women committing dangerous crimes, where they're, making up birth certificates and social security cards and degrees that you didn't earn and transcripts that you didn't, that right there, to me, anybody using that, if anybody, and if anyone knows who I'm talking about, and you actually bought a degree from that person, good luck. Because if they find out that you did not obtain that degree, oh, good luck. You in trouble. And if you're allowing people to make you fake social security cards and birth certificates and all that, good luck. Because her rates were really, really high. I chose Yale because I had to make sure this person was really going to do it. And they did that. I'm sick to my freaking stomach. The degree looks just like my degrees, man. That hurts. 6 years I worked my butt off for my 2 masters, bachelor's, associates. I went from the bottom to the top. Some of these women will and that's another reason why these black women hate me. They love telling men they're the most educated, right? But they're sitting up here talking about my degrees that I hardly talk about. I haven't even showed many people them. Well, yeah, I did my family. Anyone that's my friend on Facebook, y'all know. Y'all know. Some of y'all were at my graduation. Y'all know. But why isn't she showing her degrees? Why isn't she showing her marriage life? That's not for you to see. That's none of your business. Prove that I don't have it. Then I can make you look like Boo Boo the Fool. Do a show on that. The Queen of Accountability really doesn't have her degree. She just has a GED. You ain't never seen one show like that because they already know they would look like idiots. They're already idiots, but they'll really be idiots, right? So anyways, I'm looking at y'all comments here. Black women out here throwing black men under the bus. Yes, Cheryl, yes. She did it to go viral. That's why she did it to go viral. And people, when I come onto the page, when I come on there and tell people that they did it to go viral, then everybody says, okay, Daphne said she did it to go viral. How did y'all not know that already? Y'all not reading? Like I told y'all, the first thing I did when I saw that post, I said, let me go to the edit history. Let me see if she ever edited this. Let me see if she ever took something out, put something back in. And when I looked at what she edited, man, I was dying laughing. She only took out the part that mattered, the police. And I'm not going to lie. This woman probably has something in her life she's good at, but it ain't lying. She ain't good at lying. Because I debunked it in seconds. But I didn't put her on blast right away. I waited 2.5 months, y'all. Because sometimes when you're looking into something, you got to be patient. There's a time to speak and there's a time to shut the hell up. And I think that's why a lot of these black women don't have a man in their life and why they hate me so much. Because they don't know how to, be quiet, and they don't know how to speak to people when it is time to speak. You got to know how to do both. A lot of women don't like to be told to shut the hell up. And I've had to tell women that, please shut the hell up. And it might have made them mad, but then they understood where I was coming from. You need to shut up. Some women need to be told to shut up. You are doing too much. They know their mouth. They know that their tongue is powerful. A woman's tongue is more powerful than a man's fist. And I've said that since last year. Some people didn't get what I was saying. What? You're lying because a man can hit her in the face. That's the logic. See? That tells me who is logical and who's emotional because they're not thinking about what I just said. A woman's tongue is more powerful than a man's fist. And men will probably understand it more than women because those women are the ones with that tongue that keeps talking and lying to get somebody hurt. That's why they don't get it. A man can punch a woman over something she said that hurt him. You ain't nothing but a no good ass, broke ass, dumb ass, ugly ass, never washing your ass, bum, don't got a job, you smell, and it'll break a man down to size. And then he'll want to put his hands on her because she broke him down and it hurt. Who are you talking to me like that? I'm the alpha male, right? Or she'll pick up that phone, 911. I told you guys about that story. When I find that video, we're going to laugh together. I'm going to post it on my shorts. The woman called 911 inside the house, and she was screaming, hitting things. He's hurting me. Bam. She was making everything seem like there was a fight going on. Stop. Get off me. She was choking herself. She didn't even know that he put a camera in the rooms. I got to find it. She was sitting up there hitting herself. It was a thin line between love and hate times 2. She was acting out. So they come over there full blast. Loud noise, the cars, all that. They ready. He don't know what the hell's going on. They're telling him to come out of the house with his hands up. He don't know what is going on. The woman is still in distress. He looking at her like, what the fuck happened to you? She's all distraught, shirt torn, bleeding. He don't know what happened. They handcuff him, put him in the car. He don't know what's going on. Get her all calmed down. She's pointing that he did it. He said, I didn't put a hand on that woman. I don't know what is going on. So you didn't just get through fighting her. He didn't have no bruises, no scars, nothing. But she's all banged up. And he said, you know what? I put cameras in my house recently. Let's go look at those. Oh, the tears, they dry. The crying stops. Now she wants to leave the scene. Oh, no, baby. We're going to watch this footage. And you watch a woman doing it to herself, hurting herself. But when you're on the phone with 911, they can only hear. They can't see. So if I'm telling you, oh, he's getting me out, and you hear noises, they can only hear. So they're going off of the sounds. She's getting her butt kicked. We need three units to 3148, whatever the address is, right? She could have got that man killed. See? A powerful tongue. Do you think if he didn't have those cameras, they would have believed his story? We all know the answer. They would have said, he would have said, how am I dressed and I'm not sweating and I don't have any marks? Because your fist is powerful. Y'all see how that works? They believe it because they didn't see it. But because he put cameras in there, he was one step ahead. And it's sad when a man has to put cameras in a house that he shares with his wife. But if it wasn't for him doing that, he would have been in prison for a very long time. His life would have been ruined. All of it would have been hearsay because the cops can't confirm he did it. All they have is the 911 audio. So when I tell you these black women are dangerous, they are. And I hate to say that as a black woman, but y'all keep doing it. You keep giving me content. This week alone, I was sent over 30 videos. My memory is damn near full. I have like 47,000. Man, I got to go through and start removing stuff. I tell people, stop sending me stuff now. Y'all hold them accountable on your own. It's a lot, y'all. Okay, I'm looking at your comments. I'm looking at this. Black women hate Tyrese. Oh, yeah. See, black women hate Tyrese because he's not afraid to cry. He's not afraid to show emotion. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say he's perfect. There's times where Tyrese posts way too much. He does, yeah. But if you actually listen to what he says, he's saying some real stuff. And women don't want to hear that because they want to subject him to who he married. That's why you in child support court now, because you married a non-black woman and now you're getting your karma. But y'all marry non-black men all the damn time, Keisha. And it's okay, right? They hate when a black man marries a foreign woman or a Hispanic woman or a snow bunny. They hate it. But those same men tried to come at them and they said you were too dark, you ashy, you cry, you weak. It's like a lose-lose for these men. But you black women are never going to change because you don't want to. Your mothers are telling you you're going to have a great life acting like you do. But their life isn't great. So how can they give you advice if they living in the slums? Y'all feel me? I've never seen a hater tell me about me and they were doing better than me. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't. Everyone that has a problem with me, they are suffering. These black women are out here acting like they're living great lives, but they are suffering, making their 5 figures a year. Suffering. That's why they need me for content, because they're suffering. But I'm not going to give you that. If y'all want to entertain those people, do that. But I'm not. And to those black women who are torn between joining their friends and lying and calling their friends out, call them out. If they're your real friends, they will respect it. If they're frauds, they will reject it. Y'all feel me? It's so easy. When I ask other Black women how many friends you got that are women, they look around, they gotta look in the sky. Wait, hold on. 2, 3, 1. That's crazy. How many male friends do you have? 50, 60? Damn. My male friends, my husband knows all of them. I have more male friends than I do female friends. Because females are messy. And they'll join you, like these women that they're recruiting and telling them to hate me too. They're only cool because they all hate me. But let one of them have a problem with each other, and they're all going to treat them the same way. That's that fake stuff. It might be cool right now, but it won't be cool later. A lot of people come into your life for a reason because they're only meant to be there for a season. Sometimes those seasons might be 2, 3, 4 weeks. But thank God that they was only there that long. Imagine if they were there for years, right? So like I said, I'm telling you Black women today, every time you get on these apps and you lie, your lies will be questioned. If you're telling people that you're in danger and you're not providing one receipt, I promise you that half of your idiot followers know that you're lying. The other half is going to entertain it because they ain't got shit else to do and you're giving them more drama to look at. That's all. And anytime your hater goes back years on you, that means they really love you because they loved you enough to stalk you and see what you've been doing in the past years. I don't live those years. I'm in 2024, but you'll see a lot of your haters are still living in the past because they are scared of your future. They are. That's how it goes. So I'm sure that they're going to tell this Black woman that I talked about her, and I don't care. I told the cops about her too. At the end of the day, y'all got to stop lying on these men. If you're going to lie, lie by yourself. Stop. Stop trying to enlist other men or enlist other people to support your lies. It ain't right. You got to remember that these people are brothers, fathers, sons, cousins, friends. So when you're out there telling people something that is so dangerous, you better be prepared to come with what comes with this when something happens. I didn't know people were going to hurt him. How did you not know? You said he tried to kidnap your kids too, and that he wanted your kids to watch you do a sex act. She made it so dangerous and nasty. You're like, can it get any worse? Yeah. He said, let the kids watch. Come on, you guys. Really? Y'all really believe that story? Let the kids watch. And then right after that, she's back to normal. Life is moving forward. He never got arrested. He didn't get fired. No update, no media coverage. She's wondering about her birthday. That's how I knew she was lying. So if anybody heard this show tonight, I wanted y'all to know that, look, I'm on this. I don't always post things right away because I like to look into it and see. A lot of you guys still support Aaron the plumber. And we've heard a lot of different updates about him, right? Everybody's still living in the past. Daphne said he didn't have a license. Let me tell you, when I'm looking for something and I can't find it, you ain't got it until you produce it. But when you're out there telling everybody you're a licensed plumber, you're doing this and doing that, you shouldn't be afraid to show your license because that's what you have to do before you take a job. They're going to ask you, can we see your license? You should be used to doing that. If I told everybody I was a doctor, call me Dr. Daphne. Now, if I tell you I'm a doctor, I got to show you some type of credential. If I'm telling you that I can help you, you got to be able to see it. So if somebody asks me about my master's in life coaching, I would show them that because they're my client. You feel me? People still love Aaron the plumber. This man created a whole GoFundMe, and I will be posting an update with him because there's some stuff that's going on that's going to start next month with him. But this man created a whole GoFundMe and made it about me. But y'all sitting up here saying that I'm obsessed with the plumber? For 2 weeks, he was sharing the warrant. Oh, she has a warrant. Look, she's a criminal. On the warrant, there's a phone number you can call. Call it and tell him to come arrest me. I'm still here, Illinois. For 2 weeks, he was running his mouth. Then what happened? Word on the street is he got his butt kicked. Got his little butt kicked and feelings hurt. And now he's looking at a couple of lawsuits. The victims have been talking to the Zeus Network and Erica Mena. Oh, yeah, I got receipts, y'all. I got about 50 screenshots. It's on. There will be another update. because I let him do all his talking. Now it's my turn. Because my receipts are going to be bigger. Y'all see how that works? Silence is an answer too. I let him get his little 2 weeks of fame. She's a criminal, y'all. Shout out to this idiot on YouTube saying that she's a criminal. Yeah. They were like, well, hey, call that number and get her arrested. No, y'all do it. No, you do it. Oh, okay. But then when you break an NDA, you know, when you sign an NDA, there's a fine print you have to read. When you violate it, things happen. So I'm telling y'all, I stay quiet for a reason. But y'all got some new receipts. Oh, and they piping hot. So I need y'all to put your gloves on. This is going to be a hot receipt. When I tell y'all I stay quiet for a reason, it's for a reason. Like I told y'all, all his victims did not lie about who he was. But you got these people that still believe in him. How you going to go on GoFundMe and say that I got you fired? Aaron the plumber is now saying that I got him fired. Is that true, y'all? Y'all know it isn't true. Because when he initially got fired, allegedly, he said that his job was called 500 times. I didn't even take the case that soon. I stepped into his story late. I was like a week and a half late. Abba and Preach called him out on day one. But he didn't go at Abba and Preach. He went at the Queen of Accountability. If you go to his GoFundMe, he said, I'm the reason he got fired. I'm the reason he had to move. Because I sent his information to a bunch of criminals and told them to kill him. If I did all these things, why isn't there a police report? How come I'm not going to jail? Aaron took a page out of my other idiot stalker's book. There's a bunch of them. And he told him what to say. Say she threatened you. Say she did this. Say check, check, check. His GoFundMe raised $27, I think it was. I was laughing my ass off. But that's how you know I'm living rent-free in a lot of their heads. The man created a GoFundMe, y'all. And he wants to sue for defamation while he was defaming me. Guys, this is why when you hold people accountable, this is what comes with it. You get attacked times 10. You will see that people will enlist people like it's a basketball team. They're recruiting all these people to help them because they can't take me down by themselves. But I'm going to keep doing it. Like I said, my next, I think the one I'm going to do on the other scammer, I'm going to move that down. But I will be doing one on the dating. There's people keep telling me to talk about the dating scene and the pools and how people don't trust each other. It's going to be like a battle of the sexes. I'm going to be talking to 5 single men and 5 single women and their dating experiences because people have stories. And a lot of them have stories that they want to tell about their dating experience. We need to talk about why, you know, there's so much involved in just going on a simple date. But I can tell you guys one thing. A lot of you women, you guys have these high standards, but low pockets. That's what I'm confused about. Y'all got these high-ass standards, but low pockets. You ain't got no money. I want 5-star and I want top-notch. Okay, then you pay for it. I want to remind you, ladies, when you're going on a date with someone, it's about getting to know them. Not about how much money they spend on you. And I keep telling you men, stop spending a lot of money. A lot of them just want a free meal, not your time. Y'all got to stop believing that they want you and actually vet them. I tell men to wait before you go on a date. That costs money. I'm stingy. I'm telling you, I'm going to put this book out. I'm working on a few things, but y'all know how I move. I do have a couple of publishers that are helping me. Shout out to them. I'm going to push out these books like I promised y'all. Y'all going to be proud of me. And I don't care who leaves bad reviews on it. That wouldn't make me hurt. That wouldn't make me dox people and say, look what you did. Bad reviews make you better. And you could tell a bad review from someone that's just mad. But you got to remember that when you are hated online and when people don't like you, they're going to judge you by you, not by what you put out. And I don't care. I just want to make sure people can read the things that are going on and how they can fix it. But I'm telling you, a lot of these women would have relationships if they lowered those standards. You can't set these high standards for a man and your ass is way at the bottom. It doesn't work like that. He has to have a good job, but you work at Chick-fil-A. He has to have a great, great income, 6 figures, but you working at Starbucks as a barista. That doesn't work like that. You better be working at a top law firm too. You better be making 6 figures too. He has to be in good shape. You better be in good shape too. Let me see your abs. That's why a lot of you guys will never have a man. But I want to hear from women and men what the problem is. Because I'm telling you what I see based off of the people I speak to, right? A lot of you women won't admit that it's you. It's always the man. He did it. No, he didn't. You did it. A lot of you women, if you guys just shut the hell up and just take some time and say, you know what? I am the problem. It is me. I guarantee you'll hear this noise. Ah! You'll see this cloud, the sun will come out, the sun will start beaming on you, and now you just took the first step to accountability. And watch how different your life changes when you do that. But they'll never do that. Instead, it was Pookie and Ray Ray that did this to me. How dare they? It's their fault. No, it isn't. It's your fault. Your body, your choice, your consequences. That is my motto. Y'all always screaming my body, my choice until a man pumps and dumps. Now it's his fault. Oh my goodness. Men cannot win. Men will never win until women take accountability. And I'm the first one to tell you guys, I was an angry individual in my life. And it took a man to tell me to work on myself. And when I did, that sun came out, beamed down. Look where I'm at today. A lot of you women will never get to that part in life because you're so busy blaming other people for your failures. And when you can actually acknowledge your fuck ups, your life will change. And I'm telling this to a lot of these older women because I'm telling you, half the women that hate me, they're much older than me. They're supposed to be showing me something, but I have to show them. Just because somebody is older than you doesn't mean that they're wiser. Some of them are dumb, very, very dumb, and they're easily controlled. So I have to teach them how to carry themselves with class because they're so busy acting like an ass online. But again, don't let these women draw you in with a fake ass story. Anytime you see someone on social media saying they're in some kind of, they're threatening me, my family, tell them to produce a receipt that backs up that threat. And if that person is really scared for their life, why are they posting it on social media? That's the dead giveaway right there because they're not in any trouble. That person is not in any type of danger. They just want you to believe it so you can tell other people to come and like and share and follow. And that's the whole goal. They want you idiots to keep following them. So they're going to make the story sound juicy. But nobody's actually stopping them. And if you do challenge them, you might be hidden. They'll never see your comment again. Just remember that because they don't want you putting out the truth. If somebody was really in danger, ask them for the police department's number in their state and you'll call for them. Guarantee you they're not going to give it to you because they're lying. Cops will tell you, well, they haven't told us about this. Well, they told Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and, well, there's nothing we could do, Miss Sutton, because they have to come to us, not you. Okay, thank you. You know how many times the police told me that? One of my haters was so jealous of me holding someone accountable that they tried to use that person as a witness. on Twitter, a woman lied about these men giving her drugs in Canada. Her story was so unbelievably trash. I knew she was lying. She said that she let these random guys stay with her, was able to give them clothes. You're a woman. What clothes did you give them? Nobody questioned her story. And then they gave her some type of drugs that made her feel good. And those drugs were illegal in Canada. So when I reached out to the police to see if it was true, they said nobody came to them about it. Well, I gave them her Twitter information and all that. And they said, Miss Sutton, we want to say thank you. But unfortunately, unless the victim comes to us, there is nothing we can do. So why do you think she went on Twitter? Because she went viral and she was verified. It was all about a check. And one of my haters saw that I posted it on my page and didn't cover her name, and they tried to enlist her. They became friends, but she didn't get to enlist her for any witnesses because she wasn't going to fly out to wherever she was. That was one of the most stalkerish things I ever seen. Because I said, wow, you see me make a post and then you go run and go to the woman. And the woman lied about the story. And yet these women will still become cool because it's the girl code. Well, she lied and got a check off of it, so she's okay. That's what my stalkers do. That's why I have to cover names. So when people see that I cover things that are public now, I have to protect myself because y'all remember that group with 36,000 people. This is how they recruit people. Anybody's name that I show, they are in their inbox like groupies and telling them, hey, come join the Daphne hate train. Okay. Did she say something about you? Yeah, she held me accountable, girl. Well, come on. Yeah, I hate her. I hate her too. That's how it works. They're trying to make it a lot of women so it looks like I'm this bad person. But in my eyes, if they have to do all this recruiting, I must be doing something right. Because if I was really a bad person, how come I'm not in prison right now? How come I don't have a criminal record? I don't care about allegations. Allegations and convictions are two different things. 1,000 Black women can say that I was stalking them when I held them accountable. But how many times was I charged? 0. They want me to have a record so bad so that people can stop believing in me. But I want y'all to know one thing tonight. You might be able to get away with it with your friends, but you won't get by. They might be able to support you, but the truth will get out and I will hold you accountable. If you're going to continue to do this stuff online, I promise you, I'm going to be right behind you and reporting it. And I don't care if you're a Black woman with 50 kids. You're a Black woman when you press post. You're a Black woman when you press send. So stop. Some of you Black women have incredible gifts and you will never be able to explore them because you're so busy doing this bullshit online. Some of these Black women have great gifts. I've seen it. Went on their page and said, wow, you make clothes? You are incredible. I would have promoted this page, but you're busy lying, trying to get somebody killed. These Black men should not have to leave the house and worry about the cops and Keisha. That's the new norm for our Black men. Or men in general, but I have to speak for my race. I would be terrified if I heard that someone was trying to kill me. I've been in that boat where my information was sent to several individuals because my haters were so angry. And I always want to shout out those YouTube pages who know who I am because they've known me for years. So they won't believe just an idiot telling them that I did all this bad stuff. I want to remind you guys that when you're hearing one side, it's one side. They'll never tell you what they did. They'll only tell you what I did. Don't get mad because you don't like the reaction to what you put out. See, these Black women love to flip the narrative and say I'm stalking them. Whenever I hold them accountable, now I'm a stalker. Now I'm a narcissist, right? That's what they do. So to make you feel small, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna leave these women alone. I'm not. I know my Black men can't do it. Now, if this Black man's family was to go on her post and say, okay, we headed to your crib, we know where you live, then she would have really called 911, right? But you say there's crazy people out there like that. You put a lie like that out there, okay, we might as well do it now. She already saying we did it. Let's do it. Let's finish it. You got some crazy people. You got to be careful. They don't care that you got 2 small kids. They don't care. That's why I said their kids' lives depend on how they treat people. Because if you go online and you say some stuff like that, do you think they're going to give grace to her whole family? No. Some of these crazies, they will take everybody out. So why would you put your kids' lives in danger? Because you have a big ass mouth and you don't know how to control your tongue and you don't know how to be honest. That's what happens, y'all. That's what happens. I want y'all to remember this face. Because like I said, I'm hoping for serious charges. And that's up to him. He can file a defamation suit. Most of these people don't do it because and this is why, this is the only thing that bothers me about you Black men. When you hear that someone tried to have you killed or harmed or put out that you're alleging that you're a rapist, y'all will sit here and say, well, you know what? She has 2 kids. So no, I don't want to take this any further. What? Do you think they would have given you grace? No. Y'all got to treat it like if the shoes were on the other foot. But y'all don't do that. Y'all Black men have so much sympathy for these dangerous Carolyn Bryants. You got to stop that. You got to stop that. You got to start saying, you know what? You do be like 50 Cent when it comes to this. Because he don't care if you're a woman, man, dog, parakeet. He's suing. He is pressing charges. He don't care. You Black men, you get this sympathy for these women. Well, she does have 2 small little kids and, they need their mother. You don't think she knew she had 2 kids when she hit post? Huh? What if you were riding in the car with your family? She put your license plate out there. Your car is still your car, even when you're not Ubering. Am I right, people? So, I mean, I'm just saying, where's the energy, fellas? Y'all got to start. It starts with a lot of y'all. Y'all got the power to lock these idiots up. You got to stop giving them grace. Because once they do time in prison or jail, it will change them. And I don't think they would do it again. But how do we know that if you're not telling? Well, yeah, if I tell the cops to press charges, I'm going to look weak. You look weak right now. Weak is not doing nothing, and people still thinking that you're that rapist she was talking about. I might have put out the truth, but not everybody saw it. See, that lie will go viral quicker than my truth. So really, they could still be looking for this man. They just haven't caught up to him yet. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So men, y'all got to start holding them accountable. Emmett Till didn't get the chance to do that. His family didn't even get that justice. This woman died without a charge. But the sad part is, these Carolyn Bryants, they're not white. They're black. Keisha Bryant. That's who it is. Because, I mean, I'm telling you, I know what these men go through because it's happening to me. A lot of allegations on me. Things that I've never done in my whole life. But people believe it because they hate me. And I appreciate the people that know me and they know I would never do half the stuff that this person's saying. I'm not that type of person. But you might not like what I say to you when you say something to me. Don't say anything to me and not expect me to return, with my opinion or something back what I feel is necessary to say. You might not like my response. If you don't say nothing to me, you won't get that response. But these black women will say the most hateful things. And when you respond, now they're in danger. Ain't that crazy how that works? That's what they do. So if anybody got anything out of this show, I don't have to really talk to the men because y'all know what it is. It's you women. You guys are too gullible out there. You got to stop believing these stories without proof. You have every right to ask them if they filed a police report. You did? What police department? Oh, I'm not telling you. See, people that lie, they won't give you that information because they're lying. Don't put out a story and then get mad when we ask for more details. We have every right to. You made it public. If you didn't want us to see it, you would have made it private. So don't be afraid to ask these idiots to give you more information on what they're saying because they're not going to give it to you because they're lying. They're not in any danger. Nobody's trying to kidnap them. They're just making up these stories because they're broke, they're bums, and they're bitter. Broke, bitter bums. BBB. That's the new thing. Broke, bitter bums. That's the new term. B to the third power. That's what they are. They call men broke, but they're broke. When you got to lie on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube to get a check, you're a broke, bitter bum. That's what you are. But y'all busy calling these men that. Oh, you got to be kidding. So yeah, guys, I will be doing more shows on other stuff like that. I got some great stuff planned. I think talking about the dating pool is going to be big because everybody has a story. And it's going to be like a men versus women because I want to hear it from both ends. A lot of these women won't admit that they're single because of their mouth. I would say 70% of women are single because of their mouth. They have a big ass mouth. They don't know how to control that tongue. They don't. That's their biggest problem. And when someone tells them to shh, they take that as an insult. Who are you trying to? You can't tell me what to do. You ain't my mama, my dad. And then you get all that ghetto-ness. Some men might say, oh my gosh, she's beautiful until she opens her mouth. That's not a compliment. But to these women now, okay, yes, B, that's a compliment, sis. He said you look good. They didn't even hear the rest. They didn't hear the rest. They only heard the first part. So I'm just saying, the change starts with you. And if none of you guys are going to call out bad behavior, I mean, you can just look at this picture and tell. You can look at her picture and tell that she was on some BS just by looking at the picture. And I know that's wrong to say, but I knew she was on some BS. And it didn't take me long to figure it out. And when I figured it out, I was just happy that the man is not dead. That would have been really, really bad. So I just hope that you ladies learned something tonight. Also, I want to say thank you to all those people who have been donating to Angie's GoFundMe. Please continue to share. Even if you don't have any money to give, just share the GoFundMe. It might get into the right hands. This woman is fighting for her life every day. Every day. And she was so concerned about my distance that she canceled our date. I was supposed to pick her up tomorrow, but she said she found someone else that's closer because she cared about me driving from far. I didn't care. But I want to say, Angie, you are beautiful. I'm proud of your fight. A lot of people can look up to you and learn from you. Because I'm telling you, if I was in her shoes, I would be off the grid and scared every day. And that's just me being honest. But it also reminds us that we don't know when our time is up. So how you spend your time, that's up to you. But I just want you guys to know that there are people out there fighting for their next breath. And this woman here, this beautiful woman. And Angie, my dad said you are beautiful. The short hair, everything. She's beautiful. Her spirit, beautiful. Everything about her. And she cares about other people more than she does her own self. These are the Black women that I love to be around. Now, mind you, I didn't know her from a can of paint at first. She was just following me. And now, we family. See, when real recognizes real, there's no issues. There's no arguments. We know that everything's going to be okay. But I want y'all to know that, look, I know I'm not going to be liked by everybody, and that's okay. But remember who is saying the slander. Remember who is making up the allegations. If you can remember where it's coming from, you wouldn't be entertained by it. And to those people who cannot stop talking about me every single day, I appreciate you. Because every time you mention me, I'm relevant. I'm living in your head rent-free. I don't lose sleep over you, but you lose sleep over me. I know you do. Anyone that is talking about me 3, 4, 5 times a day, man, they love them some Daphne. They love them some Daphne. Because I'm telling you, woo, I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't care about someone. But if I did care and I wanted to be like them, I'm going to talk about you every minute. So you always got to thank your haters because they love you. They love you more sometimes than your own family because they can't keep your name out of their mouth. Look at that as a compliment. I just feel like while they're talking about me, I'm going home to a handsome, strong husband who works his butt off and has been blessed. Shout out to my husband. I got like 30 pictures of him with celebrities. This man can make friends with anybody. My husband can make friends with anybody. Shout out to him. Not only does he run a whole building, but people come in to see him. Tyrese, Corey Hardwick, Jason Weaver. I got pictures to show y'all. Gary Owen. He's cool with all these people. I'm over here. I'm the celebrity, I said. But no, my husband's the celebrity, y'all. It ain't me. He running in with all these people and yeah. Taking pictures, going on FaceTime. When he FaceTimed Tyrese told me, put on that camera. I was like, man, I'm not even prepared. But hey, I put that camera on for Tyrese. So like I said, guys, at the end of the day, when you're happy, you're happy. No one can affect that. But somebody asked me about my live. I did do a live last week. Me and my husband went to the Missy Elliott, Busta Rhymes, Sierra. Now listen, I ain't never seen any of them in concert. I'm really not a big Sierra fan like that, but I love Busta Rhymes and I love Missy Elliott. I really do. You know, Missy Elliott started off, really big, and then she lost weight to live, and she's flawless. But some people asked me about my live. I went live at the concert. And man, y'all was tripping. All the people, I didn't think anyone would join my live because it was late. I hit the live button and those numbers were I was like, they thought they was going to see something. And they saw Busta Rhymes and they saw Timbaland. He started it off. So I wanted to give y'all a little snippet of what we saw at the concert because, man, it was live. If anybody ever saw Busta Rhymes, y'all know he did that. All I know is at the end, got to be on the top of the throne, and I got to have it. I only know the ending part. So while he was doing all that, blah, 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 I was just nodding my head like I knew the words. But I just wanted y'all to see a little bit about what I did with my husband, and then I'm going to close out, guys. So the first one I'm going to show y'all, I think this one is Missy Elliott. So let me show y'all this one first. This is Missy Elliott, y'all, live, okay? Y'all. So yeah, Missy Elliott killed it. And then the next one is Sierra. These are not long clips, but I just wanted y'all to just get a little piece of it. Hold on. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Sierra, she can dance her butt off. And that woman had just had a baby. So when it comes to dancing, unmatched. Sierra is a dancer. And if anybody knows anything about my life, I used to dance. In high school, I had like 4, maybe 5 dance scholarships. I was really good at hip hop. And I even went back and taught my high school dancing, and they paid me. I was really good at dancing for like, after high school, I taught different high schools for like 3 years. And I did that on the side. So yeah, but yeah, the best one for me was Busta Rhymes, because y'all, him rapping that long part, I know he was out of breath. It was hot. But yeah, the last one is Busta Rhymes. Y'all check this one out. Y'all, I don't know how he did that. He was breathing hard, but the reason why I showed Busta Rhymes last is because if you guys saw the guy next to him, I forgot his name. I feel bad that I forgot the guy's name. But that guy that was next to Busta Rhymes, that is someone that he's known for. I think he said since he was 11 or 13, one of those ages. That guy next to him had beat cancer, and also he had congestive heart failure. And that was one of his friends he grew up with, and nobody knew he went through that. And then Busta Rhymes also gave a shout out to Children's Hospital, the kids in the cancer ward. He said those are the strongest kids that he ever met. And I just thought that that was important. Like I told you guys when I was talking with Angie, a lot of people are getting cancer. It is like, I don't know what's out there. I can't tell y'all what it is, but a lot of people are getting it. And it's like the flu. It's like a cold. And that's why I said a lot of people are spending their good health obsessing and talking about other people when they could be working on themselves. If a lot of these Black women redirected that energy into something positive, they would be married. They would have, great followings. They would be doing great in life. But whenever someone isn't doing great in life, they got to lie and they got to make up stories to get attention. And all I'm saying to you Black women today is that you're better than this. And if your mother didn't teach you how to be a lady, if you don't know how to promote your business without lying to go viral, reach out to me. I'll help you. I'm not afraid to help people. And I usually do it for free. If you need me to help you with something, give you an idea, I can do that. Now, everything isn't going to be free because my time is very limited. But when I talk about my friend Kwame, my friend Kwame is the one with the cupping. When I first met him, we spoke. He told me his dream, his vision, and we started working together. And this man has turned everything around. A Black man with a business. I am proud of this man. And all it takes is someone to believe in your dream and not try to trick you or swindle you. Now, the good people that I know I'm helping, they know what it is. And I never tell them to come on my podcast to tell people how great they are. If I was to do a show about everybody I helped, I would have to do this over the course of maybe a year. That's how many shows I would have to do. Some people I never even knew personally. It was their family. And see, a lot of people would tell you the bad things they hate about me, but they won't tell you about the things I did for people without even knowing them. Because then that'll make them look like fools, right? Well, you're saying all this about Daphne, but she's out here doing. I don't have to tell people what I do all the time. If they want to talk about it, that's great, but I don't need them to. People are more focused on me holding Black women accountable because they want me to look like this villain. She never holds herself accountable. For what? For calling out bullshit? So what should I hold myself accountable to? Daphne, stop looking at bullshit. Keep scrolling. Let them lie and put people's lives in danger. Okay. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. Maybe y'all can, but I can't. If anybody ever spoke to the police when they did a well-being check, not all well-being checks are good. And when I had the police do a well-being check in the past for people, they saw it as me attacking them or making them feel threatened. See, one thing a Black woman would do is say, she sent the cops to my house because she was jealous that I went viral. That is not even it. You know how many times I went viral? I guarantee you, if we compared how many times I went viral compared to these people mad at me for getting them, I've ran maybe 1,000 laps around them. One of my most shared posts is almost at 1 million shares. When you get to 1 million shares, let me know. You'd never get there. And that was on something serious. It wasn't even a text receipt. I think the most shares I got on a text receipt was probably 100,000, maybe more than that. I got to go back and look. But I've been going viral for years. I've been on the Shade Room probably over 30, 40 times in the course of those 9 years. So I don't have to do what they're doing to be noticed. But when these Black women have the cops come to their house and they say, oh, she's just playing. When I spoke to a police department, you know what they told me? They called me back and they said, Miss Sutton, we want to say thank you. Thank you for telling us to go and do a check. But unfortunately, this person was lying. And to be frankly honest with you, Miss Sutton, we're glad that it wasn't true. Do you know how many calls we've had where we showed up and someone's lying in a pool of blood with a hole in their head over a joke? I was just playing, but that person wasn't playing. They didn't get a chance to say I was just playing. It was a Facebook joke, YouTube prank. So they thank me for when they don't have to, arrive and see something that they didn't want to see. But at the same time, it hurts them that these Black women are going down this low, all to get a little check. It's never that serious. Never. And I never did that to get a check. I don't have to show people, look at how many people are participating on my page. Look at, I don't need to do all that because that's not why I'm doing it. That's why they're doing it. So all I'm saying to you Black women is the next time you see somebody crying online and playing victim, all I'm asking you to do is ask them, hey, when did you file a police report? Okay, with what department? And then call and say, I just want to file one for her too. I guarantee you they didn't really do it. They may even question you and tell you, don't victim blame me. I did it. You just have to take my word for it. Don't take their word for it. Don't. Because let me tell you, this scammer that I'm about to expose in the next maybe couple weeks, what she did, she could have used that energy and went to school, got a degree, and started a business. But instead, she's going to be doing Fed time. Now, it is definitely, it's a crime to forge birth certificates, social security cards, degrees you didn't earn. That is some Fed time that you're going to be doing. Fed time. Is it worth it? For them it is, and they'll tell me I'm a snitch. Well, I'm about to be a big snitch on this one. Because what you're doing isn't right. And I told you guys about those women who were doing the fake DNA test. She even does that too. Oh, you want to tell your baby daddy he's the father? She'll do a fake DNA test for $250. Dates, all that. And what they do, what she does, she'll send it to you and make it look like it's coming from like a medical facility. That's how crazy this woman is. So imagine how many, and mind you, she's been doing this for years. And I don't even know how many people she gave one to. And she doesn't even know that her time is about to be up with these scams. I'm not saying her life. She doesn't even know. And the dumbest thing that this woman did, she gave me her Apple Pay phone number. Oh, I said it just fell into my hands how to get her. Y'all know Apple Pay. You got to get them a phone number. I said, please tell me this ain't a joke. And that's how I found out. Crazy, right? And now her long year, all these years of hurting people is about to come to an end. And you know the scary part is, what if she gave out like 2,000 of those DNA tests to people? $250 a pop. Imagine how much money that black woman made over the years, y'all. Imagine how many men right now are raising a kid that isn't theirs because they think that report is true. Hello? But y'all say I'm doing wrong. That's wrong. That's years of wrong. There's going to be a lot of pissed off men when they find out that the girl bought that report from her. Now, I'm telling you, the cops are going to be able to dig in all into that. I don't have no access to that. But I guarantee you they would take all her devices. I'm telling you, she probably sent out many of those reports. And those DNA tests look really real. And the way she does it and sets it up is like it came from a medical facility. So why would a man doubt you? Y'all feel what I'm saying? Just like those fake degrees and transcripts. When she said she could make me a degree from Yale or Harvard, choose. Morgan State, choose it. Any school you want. I said, but what if the job wants the transcript? You know, they want transcripts now. I got you, sis. How? Let me show you. Oh my gosh. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Because I got my transcripts right here in the house. So when I compared mine to hers, you could not tell, y'all. I'm telling you, these black women, it's about to get crazy. This is gonna be a crazy year, a crazy send-off. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna do a Hall of Shame type post of all the people I got this year. So we don't forget. Because it's gonna teach you to do better. Y'all gotta be careful who you are interacting with and make sure you're not participating in any of these scams. It ain't worth it. You never know who's watching. And the fact that they trust people so much, let me show you. Show me. What? You're not scared? Well, when you've been doing it for years, your guard comes down. All the way down. So I'm just saying, guys, this is crazy. Okay, I'm looking at y'all comments real quick, and then I'm wrapping up. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kwame. You don't have to say that, man, but I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate this, Miss. Okay, I'm just saying I got you, man. Thank you. What the hell? He said, nice footage. Thank you. King Libra, good evening. Queen of Accountability, good evening. Uncle Snacks, I'm happy for you. You deserve it. Thank you, man. Look, I'm trying. Broke, dusty. Now, mind you, there's a lot of beautiful people out there, too. Beautiful black women. Miracle Denise is one of my favorites. Miracle Denise is a follower of mine that's been supporting me for a long time. So shout out to Miracle Denise. Shout out to Cheryl. You know, where is Cheryl at? Is she here? I didn't see her. Anybody see? There she is. I found her. Okay, Cheryl. I want to say thank you before I wrap this up. Cheryl, you have been my moderator, I think, for almost 2 years. This woman was one of the first people I made a moderator. Then I think Slick Man was next. I think it was Cheryl first and Slick Man. Cheryl has been my moderator for almost 2 years. She is a beautiful, intelligent black woman. Cheryl, I don't even think we've ever had a disagreement, an argument, nothing. Nothing in those 2 years. So when other people say that I don't get along with people, I don't get along with fake people. Please correct that statement. I don't get along with people who are trying to mooch off of me. Anyone that came into my life and they were being fake about it, they were smaller than me. They weren't popular like me. So it's easy to separate those who came in for a come up and those who came in because they care. All the ones who came in for a come up are no longer in my circle and they're still small. But the ones who came in because they care, we're all growing together. So Cheryl, thank you for that, Queen. Shout out to Slick Man too. Shout out to Jeff Will. Shoe Bear 25. I'm looking. Nicole Johnson. She said, hey. Oh, wait. My husband was here? I didn't even see him. Oh, there he is. Shout out to my husband again. Y'all see that beautiful smile right there? That smile right there, that's a happily married man in that smile. See, you could tell a lot by a man's smile. You can tell a lot. I always give credit to my husband, y'all, because look, he put up with a lot of stuff that I've done in these years. And he always told me to keep going. If he ever told me, like if he told me tonight, I need you to stop holding people accountable. I need you to focus on something else. That would be my last day. The only people that can get me off of this net is God, my husband, or myself. If my husband told me today, that's it, accountability is over, I would shut all this stuff down and not look back. His opinion would matter. So I need y'all to remember that when you are in a marriage, your husband runs the house. He's the house. He is the head of the house. And if you can't accept that, then stay single with your cats, your kings. Meow. Come here, little king. Meow. That's what they got at home. I know a lot of women right now, they hear that every day. But if you're really looking for someone to love you and support you, you got to know when to speak and when to shut the hell up. And if you cannot do those two things, it ain't going to work for you, baby. You'll never be married. See, my husband doesn't have to enforce anything here. I know my role as his wife. So I need y'all to remember that, ladies. Calling me a pick-me is getting old. I've been picked by this sexy man that you see right here. Ain't no stress in that smile. That's a man that loves his wife. And you got a lot of people that want to know, well, why don't you always post you guys to get... See, one thing about relationships, a lot of these people will love bomb y'all, post everything that them and their spouse does, but they go home to a chaos. They go home to a house that isn't together. It's broken. I don't have to fake being happy, and I don't have to post everything I do. If I wasn't doing anything to make my husband happy or vice versa, we wouldn't be together 14 years. So sometimes you got to use logic. Me and my husband, we don't need to show people what God is blessing us with, because while we're being blessed, somebody might be having less. You feel what I'm saying? You got to remember that. People that follow me, some of them are going through a struggle. So if they see me posting every 5 seconds about my blessings, they could be going through a lesson. I actually care about what people say and how they feel. So yeah. Let me see. There's some bad water out there. Bad water. AT, what do you mean by that? Cheryl said a lot of women have tried. Sorry, y'all. My voice is going out too, because I have been a little under the weather, but I'm okay. Okay, Cheryl said she shared my page. Thank you. I'm just looking at y'all comments. Black men must look like easy targets. Dr. Woodock, I mean, they know how to prey on y'all. They know how to lie on y'all. That's all I can say. Let me see. CJ said, I'm in Dallas, been here my whole life, and the scamming has become part of our hood. Yeah, for some reason. Remember, Rhoda is out of Houston. These women are out of San Antonio, Garland. Let me see, what was the other one? San Antonio, Garland. There's a few places in Texas. I didn't think these black women would do that in Texas, because y'all know Texas, they are like a no accountability. They don't play. You're not getting any passes in Texas for financial crimes or like serious crime. They don't give you a pass. So when you go out there and you tell someone that they're a rapist and you're lying, and then people are leaving death threats, anything that happens to someone can come back on you, because you put that out there without going to the police. See, the police don't like when you don't go to them and you run to Facebook, because somebody can get killed, y'all. That's all I'm saying. That Uber driver last year, he got killed because the woman said he was trying to kidnap her, y'all. She didn't even push the Uber button. She handled it on her own. Killed him. So yeah, that's a problem. And when other people see that, they think, okay, I can do street justice. Well, you know what? She was charged. They didn't give her no break for that. Okay, let me see. Lord said she threatened you in video. Yep. You're talking about Rhoda. Yep. I guess you guys, Timothy said, I guess you guys aren't picking up women anymore. No, I'm not telling these drivers don't pick up women. If you pick up a female driver and you're by yourself with her, just record the drive for you, both of your protections. I don't see nothing wrong. Unless I was going to try to scam you, that's why I would be mad. But if I get into someone's Uber and they decide to record the drive, I'm okay with that. The only way they won't be okay with it is because they were going to do something. Just like a DNA test. If a man tells a woman, I want a DNA test, well, why? You don't trust me? Why are you getting mad? If you know that that's his child, do the test, right? The ones that get defensive want to flip it on you. That's that psychology. I want to make him think that he's wrong for doing this when he's not wrong. They're not going to do it right now at birth. It's not mandatory yet. So you got to take it in and don't let her pick the spot. Go to the hospital. You choose the spot. That way it can't be tampered with. Women do tamper with it. They know a CNA that works there that can tamper with it. I know all the little tricks. Now you got women giving out those tests and sending them to your email. Click it and you'll access the document. It looks real, but it isn't. That's what that woman was doing. $250 a pop. That way, when they send it to your email and they CC the baby daddy, it looks real. Click it to open the document and it looks official. You are the father, and he really isn't the father. So the only way he'll find out about it is if the person is caught and the police tell them DNA test was purchased. It was sent to these two emails. Your email, this isn't accurate. You might want to get a test again. I mean, that's going to hurt a lot of people. I don't know what kind of damage she did over these years, but if there's a man out there raising a kid that isn't his and he's been raising it for let's say 7-8 years, imagine how that's going to be. And I can guarantee you she sent that report to more than one woman over the course of 7, 8, 9 years. Ain't no telling how long. She could have been doing it the last 5. I don't know. But I can guarantee you one person got a bogus report and used that and told her baby daddy, you're the father. And he's paying right now. He could be on child support. He could have served prison time for it. So this is going to get really messy. I don't know how messy it's going to get. I don't. Anyways, let me see. Thanks for the shout out, Daphne. You're welcome. I'm just looking at y'all comments here, and then I'm going to close out. First Prime said, yeah, there's such a thing as diet water. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Submission isn't a bad thing. It's powerful. Very true. Very true. Uncle Snacks says you two are blessed to have that kind of relationship. Thank you, Uncle Snacks. Demaria said men lie, women lie, DNA don't. We need that on a shirt with that. Okay. Hey, if you want me to make you that shirt, let me know. Email me. So yeah, guys, look, if there's anybody in the comments right now that is out, that's dating right now and it's not looking good, please email me, men_TAL health@yahoo. That way we can talk. This men versus women, it's not going to be pretty. I'm not saying men versus women like we're going to have a fun luau. No, we're going to talk about the inconsistencies and why it's hard to date. Because I'm telling you, the dating pool, it has changed. And I think this guy said that he only spoke to a woman like for 2 days. And she was already asking him how much money can he send her to make her happy. After 2 days, I don't know where these women come from, but I want to talk to them. I need to talk to him. What made you ask that man for money after 2 days? If a man needs to pay a bill or take you to a fancy restaurant or spend any money on you to make you smile, you will lose goose. Money shouldn't make you smile. Money shouldn't make you want to have a relationship or talk to someone. Remember, you independent. You got your own money. What happened to that? When they had that INDE, remember that song? These women was like, I don't need no man. But then when y'all go on a date, you need him to pay for the whole bill, right? And you're not even trying to tip. And then y'all tease these men, making them think they're going to get the cheeks. Yeah, but I put it down. Like that text receipt that I was sent a couple years ago. She said they called her the Hoover. She lied. When he heard that, he didn't mind spending money on the date and all that. All to be disappointed. Y'all got to stop hyping yourself up too. You know it ain't true. Because if it was true, you would be locked down right now. See, y'all ain't got that wop. All that stuff y'all was saying is not true. Because you're still single with meows all over the place. Come on, ladies. Stop lying. If you stop lying and take accountability and redirect that negative energy and turn it into a positive one, you're going to be perfect. Your life is going to be amazing. Until then, you're still going to be miserable and old and bitter and broke and all the other things I mentioned earlier. That's how it goes. Okay. And thank you. Shout out to the 491 people I'm seeing that y'all watching on here on the other channels. Thank you, guys. Any message for the simps? Uppercut, Daphne? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Any message for the simps? I don't know. But anyways, guys, at the end of the day, I'm trying to fit in another show. There is going to be more. I'm going to do more as far as interacting with y'all too. And I'm going to do better with not planning shows at the last minute. I think that's my only problem right now. I'm trying to promote shows ahead of time, but then something else happens and I have to change it. So I'm sorry about the late notice of this show. I know I only put it in like less than 24 hours ago, but the future shows are going to be more, there's going to be more time in between where you guys have time to make time to watch it. Because I want to make sure that I'm listening to everybody and that everybody's able to come on. So I know a lot of people I just got some text messages saying that they're mad that I just did the show last minute. Guys, it was up for like less than 24 hours. You still could have made some arrangements, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not always going to be able to please y'all. So with that being said, I'm going to end it with my friend Kwame, his promo again. And shout out to Kwame for taking a chance on me. You know, there's a few more people that want me to talk about their products too, but I wanted to start with my friend Kwame. I'm not going to be doing 5 or 6 people a month. I only want to hone in on one person. And then once that person is where they need to be, I'll move on. This is not all about money. I really want people to grow and thrive. I will be doing a business episode too for those people who have a Black business, or even if you're not Black, if you have a business that you're trying to promote, I'm going to bring you on the show. I'm going to have some business people listen to what you're doing, and we can all help each other. We can help each other grow. Like I said, when I first started my mental health business, I was solo. And then when I started making the shirts, people keep confusing my shirt website with my mental health coaching. It's not the same. I wanted people to know why I called it Mental Health Men Heal. That's it. My website is just for my merchandise. If you need my life coaching, I usually put the ad out there. I don't put it out there a lot because I'm usually booked. So I have to give people a chance to, have that time with me. And I don't have to say, well, yeah, hurry up so I can go to the next. I don't want to do that. Right now, I'm starting to fill up almost in September. So I put the ad on my social media. That's separate. And then once you choose a package, you'll be sent an invoice and you'll be sent a contract. I've had people try to set me up and make it seem like they really want a coaching. When I sent them that invoice, I never heard back. That was so they can report back. See, I know how it works. People think that I'm doing things off the books. I don't move that way. You will get an invoice with everything on it. When you pay, it will say paid. And then you'll get a contract. In the contract, you cannot talk about our sessions. If you can't do that, don't sign it. We won't have it. But I make sure that my client is protected, and so am I. Because I know a lot of people, they want to show everybody all this stuff. You can't do that with me. Everything we talk about, it is private. That's the whole point. So if you break the agreement, I'll sue you. That's how it works. Don't do that. Don't waste my time. So at the end of the day, to those Black women who need help or coaching, let me help you. Because a lot of you guys have really great gifts. You just don't see them because you're busy blaming all Black men. It's time for you to take accountability. And I'm telling you, when our Black women start taking accountability, these men will stop getting passports. I promise you that. These men will stop seeing us like loud ghetto trash. Y'all over here following Sexy Red, but you hate Michelle Obama. Make it make sense. Tell me one thing that Sexy Red is doing to help the community. Posting pictures in her office saying her coochie stink. Or telling people she's going to come out with lipstick called Period Blood Red. That's who y'all supporting? That's why her shows are being canceled. It ain't working. That ratchet behavior only works for so long, ladies. Look at Lizzo. Lizzo now dropped what? 50, 60 pounds? I thought she loved that big body when she was high calorie. I love my body, ladies. Body positivity, yes. Remember? Now she is smaller. The big women are mad. See? I told y'all that ain't going to last forever. I'm going to go back and pull those receipts. I told y'all Lizzo was going to drop the weight. I told y'all. I know how these women work. They'll play that fat stuff for a little bit. Hey, be fat. Hey, diabetes, high cholesterol, high calorie, right? Then they come out the woodwork small. And she looks good. I'll compliment a woman. She looks great. I bet you now she can breathe better. She can bend down and pick up a penny. That's how you know you big, when you can't bend down and pick up a penny. Tell someone big to pick up a penny. They can't do it. It's hard. A penny. Tell them pick it up. It's hard. Now, she looks great. But she still got those allegations on her belt. I didn't forget that. But she looks great. I give a compliment when it's due. I encourage us to do better. I'm in the gym 5 times a week. I think the other day, anybody that works out and they do the little sled pull, I think the most I done was 405 pounds. You should have saw everybody in the gym. If you ever go to LA Fitness, they have the turf and you can take that sled and put the weight on and you pull it like in football. I put all this weight on there. I think it was like close to 405. I think it was either 400 or 405. I have to ask my husband. All these guys in the gym were just sitting there. You could see some pulling out their cameras because they didn't think I can do it. I did that. I didn't do it again, but I did it. I went down there once. Then I said, let me lower the weight. And then I was able to go 6 times. I can go 1 down and back. So I just wanted to see what my limit was. My limit, I think, is 400. But yeah, I encourage us to do it. I be in the sauna with these women, and they are all on the same goal. We're just trying to get healthy so we can continue to thrive and grow in our marriage and relationships. Y'all feel me? Don't lose that. Remember what it took to get your spouse. You got to keep it up. Okay? So yeah, with that being said, guys, let me go ahead and end this. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm thinking about doing another show on Sunday. Don't quote me. But I want to start doing the shows that other people are not doing. Talking about things that I think that are more important than celebrities' lives. I want to talk about the real stuff. How come you can't find a man? What is your problem? Well, let's hear it. Because I don't want to hear that he changed. He didn't change. You did. So at the end of the day, I want us to hold each other accountable. And men, I'm coming at y'all too, because y'all not 100% innocent. Y'all be out here lying too. It goes both ways. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great night. I hope that you guys can continue to thrive and grow because you're doing the right thing. And please stop sending me videos. I have to now buy more space because I think I got like 47,000 items in my phone. I don't know if anybody, when I tell y'all I'm the queen of receipts, I don't delete anything. I screenshot stuff and I keep going and I forget it's there. I got 47,000 photos, y'all. That's crazy. Ain't no telling. I don't even know what half of the stuff is, where it came from, but I got that. So with that being said, guys, I want to say thank you for supporting me. Like I said, my birthday's coming up soon, a couple months. I'm thankful. I'm excited. And at the end of the day, I'm going to keep doing me because that's all I know is me. While they're over here losing sleep, I'm getting great sleep, not worrying about them. So I hope that my haters can learn how to focus on themselves and not me because it ain't getting them nowhere. Ask yourself where it got you in the last year. If you haven't gone up at least 2,000 subs, you might want to sit down. Try something new. And when you talk about negative stuff all the time, when you do post a positive, it won't get the same reaction because they only know you for the negative stuff. That's not a compliment. Remember that. I did a video on my friend Angie, and that did very good views. I was nervous. I didn't think y'all were going to give her that light. Not only did you guys look at the video, but you guys have been donating money to her. I think her GoFundMe has gone up almost $600. So thank you to you guys. It takes a village, but we're going to get her to that goal. So with that being said, guys, have a good night and stay blessed, okay?
Experience the fusion of deep suction and therapeutic heat, leaving you feeling restored. Discover a new level of vitality, empowering you to thrive. TheraVolt Cupping. Restore, empower, revitalize. Now available at SoothHub.com. Save up to 40% using my discount code Daphne at checkout. SoothHub.com.